and welcome to this afternoon stream. Here on the thru Gaming Twitch channel, we'll be playing, as usual, Settlers Online. And today we'll be doing the Storm Recovery Adventures. I actually have to complete it 3 times, so there's no time like the present. So, off we go. I won't really be providing a full commentary because on YouTube you can find a complete playthrough of the Storm Recovery Adventure. When I upload this recording to YouTube, I will put a card in the top corner now so that you can click on that if you just want to watch the playthrough. Otherwise, this is just a general, Twitch stream, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, if you've seen me play Storm Recovery before, you know that we don't send any generals or troops with these scenario type adventures. In fact, what we're going to do here is do some prep work. Some things like this, you can see we can't complete at the moment because we need to go to the Adventure Island and collect the items. But this we can. We're going to need 9 of these. Just set them going. Small dynamite, we need 10 of these. This stays the same every single time you play the adventure. There's no variety in the adventures, unfortunately. I wish there were. It would certainly be more challenging. Oh. Eek, there's a problem. Saltpetre. We need saltpetre and we don't have any. Well, this could be a very short-lived stream. I don't think I've got any. I was running the mines yesterday. Ooh, that's not a lot. It'll get us going. Looks like I'm going to have to buy some, if there's any for sale. The trading office isn't as good as it used to be. It's a good job we're not under any time pressure. I may actually have to start trying to mine some of the saltpetre. I've never had to do this before. I've just realised that I have been doing a bit of a commentary for the last 10 minutes into a dead mic. Well, now you can hear my dulcet tones. So there we go, that's done. Well on the way now. Almost 2 down. So now we have to clear the residence of vermin, pretty much like we did the rocks with dynamite. To start with, we only use shovels and poison. The other items are limited, so if we use them unnecessarily, we can't complete the adventure, we fail. Poison. Shovels, we can use that. Rats, so we can always use poison on them. Get rid of that. Shovels. Rats again. And we can clear both items on this residence ruin. First one are rats, we use the poison, you don't use the other stuff. And then here we use shovels. And that's that one done. That one's only stinky potion, we don't do that yet. We use up the shovels and the poison, that's the rule. Before we go back and tackle anything else. Nope. Rats, poison. And shovels. You can do a double check. You shouldn't have. Oh, we have a shovel left. It's possible I made too many. But I don't think so. So I've got 11. Oh, and I've got 3 poison left. Oh, that doesn't look good. Something's gone wrong. I've missed one. There we go. See, it is worth a check. Doing them in order is the only way to actually guarantee that you won't do this bit wrong and use, stinky potion or decomposer instead of a shovel of poison. So right, that bit's okay. Double check again. There's 11 and 11 to be used. That's what we need. No shovels of poison. Right. There's no real way to screw this up now. Famous last words, but I believe them. Stinky potion, what's that done? Decomposer. Stinky potion. Decomposer. Right, that should be all the ruins cleared of vermin. So this subquest has been done. Yeah, we haven't failed. Good stuff. And now we need to use the kits that we built earlier. And again, there's a very specific placement for at least the schools and the noble residences. Get this wrong, and again, you could fail. So we look at this one. This is a school kit. There's only one place on the map, so you do that one first. That way you avoid accidentally putting a residence there or something and then being unable to build the school kit, which means you can't complete the adventure. So that's that done. So the next 2 I'm going to place are the noble residences. Noble. 1, 2. You see, they all lit up. but actually those two are specific for noble residences. Now the taverns, there's 2 of these. Again, they all light up, but the ones you really want to use, that one and this inner one here. Now you can relax. You can't screw this up. You only need to build 4, and you've actually got 5 spots. But I make sure I use a hammer and build them in the same place so as to avoid any doubt. And again, as always with this adventure, we tick off the subquest as soon as it's lit up green like that. Wait for the next instruction, which is really the last one. We're going to collect 2 flowers, go to the home island, build a sticky fluid, and then use it to rebuild a storm prevention system. Go to the provision house, storm recovery tab. It does this sometimes if you leave the adventure too quickly, even though you've clicked on it. Right, got that. It's recognised we've collected the flowers, so now we can go home. Sometimes if you move too quickly, I suppose it's the flash, it doesn't register that you've done the task at hand, and then carry the information over to this island. There we are. Luckily, production takes very little time when you're a high level player and you can afford buffs like the hot chocolate. It's done in seconds. It's much slower when you're a newer player and you don't have access to that. The noise you can hear is just notification that my explorers are returning, and when they come back they bring stuff, including the pumpkins, which are the resource of the current event, the Halloween event, with which I can buy stuff here in the merchant. So I can buy a longboat storehouse if I have 3,500 pumpkins. That's what that's about. Okay, so we'll focus on the adventure again, complete it. So as always, look at the quest book, storm prevention, just got to use that unfortunately named sticky fluid. Click on that, I'll zoom in, it's a nice animation. And there we go. You can actually get one of these for your home island. It was one of the kind of fails that Blue Byte introduced. They didn't mean it to fail, but it was so awkward to use, nobody ever really uses it. Which is a shame because it's an attractive piece of kit. Okay, so I've clicked the quest book. It should ask me if I want to finish. Yes, I do. And that's 2 of 3 done. Return home. So what happens in Settlers Online when you complete an adventure, as I just have? You can see I've got a notification of mail. So this is sort of like the internal email system of the game. You get these messages at the end telling you the rewards you've got for completing the adventure. So that's the one for the first time, the first adventure that we did, and this is the one we've just done. So I'll just click on it so you can see. Here you can see some buffs that we've got. Elixir, machine oil, they're 2 very good ones. Barasek, it's not bad either. This is a granite deposit. This is very good. 500 star coins. With that, you can go to the merchant that I just showed you, where you can spend pumpkins. You can actually spend star coins as well on other stuff. And Adventure Tales, if I get a chance, I'll show you how you can use that. There's two ways to use that, both beneficial. They're good to have. And this is a deposit of pumpkins. And these are the experience points you get. Not a lot. You're looking at about 39,000 points. There are times in this game when you can earn 4 or 5 million points from one single adventure, although it is more drawn out than the one you've just witnessed. And premium rewards, I've got a buff running, premium buff, and that gives me 50% extra rewards for every adventure I complete. So this is just like extra free stuff. And then there's 2 tick boxes here. If I tick that, it'll just go into my store. If I tick that, it'll go into my star, which won't use up any resource area. I mean, you know, each player uses this differently. So I'll just click on that. And this is the one from the early adventure. It's not identical. Here we've got an extra bonus. And because I've got the premium, I've got it twice. This one's called A Little Panda. It's a small subquest, which gives you probably 60, 100,000 extra points, which, as you can see, when you're only getting 40 from completing this adventure, getting an extra double or triple points for something that's going to take you 2 or 3 minutes to do, that is really a bonus. Okay, so I will tick that one as well, so that's gone. So if you're sticking with me, I shall do the last adventure. So you've got a star, go to this, which is the adventure map tab. Storm recovery, got 400 in stock. Click on OK. Yes, I do want to start it now. As you normally say, I normally start building things that I need before I go over to the adventure, so you can just start doing that now. It's not even started. Meanwhile, this RPH needs a buff on it. That's a 900% buff. So that means that the Rarity Provision House, which is what the building's called, really churns out these manuscripts. And you use them effectively to upgrade your generals with extra powers, if you want to think of it that way. So we'll go back to the Provision House, start building. So we need 9 of them. As you've seen now, you should be getting quite used to these numbers. So that's 9 of those. You want to be careful when you're building these, because any extra, when you finish the adventure, is going to get deleted. So although this is my 3rd win in a row, nothing I built before, any extra, would have carried through for this adventure. You've got to build it new every single time. So we need 10 small dynamite, 6 medium, whoops, that's 6 medium, 5 of these big ones, 20 poison, 16 shovel. 16 shovels, should I say, in correct English. Right, taverns, I need 2 kits. A residence. You need to be careful with these because it uses grout, and grout is quite expensive in the game, hard to get hold of. And particularly in the early years, it was very, very difficult to get hold of, and people didn't do the Storm Recovery Adventure because you had to spend all this building these kits. Noble Residence Kit, so I need 2 of those. Finally, just 1 school kit. Right, while that's building away, we will go to the Adventure Island. We're going to scoop up the dead crops. The highlight in pink, it's like a Chrome browser, what do you call them? extension that highlights them in pink so I can see them, because when I'm doing online adventures like this, there's nothing more frustrating than watching somebody hunt around a map like a 4-year-old looking for, particular thing. I mean, it's meant to be fun. It's actually intensely irritating, especially if you're being forced to watch it. So I put this browser on, it highlights it so we can do it and get it out of the way. And now, as you can see, I've collected them all on the map. Once again, I emphasise, have a look at the subquests, even I forget. So we've collected the dead crops, so we're going to use those to make seeds back on the home island. So I'm going to go back once again. Meanwhile, all the other stuff we set going, that will be being built while we've been collecting the dead crops. So once again, we go back here. That's good news, that's all been done. So we just need to do 9 of these. You can't overbuild these, look. If I try to put 10, it goes red. I can't do 10. There's 9. Click 9, 19 seconds. As I say, at this level it's kind of irritating having to do the same adventure 3 times, but at least some aspects of it aren't as tedious. What was worse was when you had to wait, and it might take 20 minutes to build all these requirements. Back to the adventure island. Remember to look at your subquest. Use the seeds, then use the fertilizer. So we'll do both of those. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, all taken. And now we water them with the fertilizer. That's what is meant to be happening here. But it's not Farmville, is it? If you miss one, you can see the animation, that swirling yellow thing that isn't there. So it's just struggling with that last one. Got it. So it's all lit up, that's done. We're well on the way. So now we're going to clear the rocks with dynamite once more. You must be getting used to this by now. Ooh. See, it drifted off there. I was been waiting for the animation to come up for the rocks, and for a split second forgot what I was doing. If I clicked on that, we would have failed the adventure. Right, rocks, come on. There we go. Click on dynamite, click on dynamite. That's what I've got to say to myself. Click on dynamite. It's strange how such a small and relatively simple adventure as this can catch out so many players. And I think it is the ease. It slips you into a false sense of security. So now we're going to be collecting 22 of these purple squares. They look easy to find, I know they do. There's so many of them and they're all over the place. But actually, like this one, when you play the game, that one, when you play the game, they're actually hiding behind some of the scenery, and the last one or two can take absolutely ages to find. There are one or two buffs you can use to make them move and hopefully end up in the open, but they are just as likely to end up. Have to be careful here. You see that one? It's behind that tree. Yeah, even though you apply a buff to make them show up more, they can still end up behind trees and stuff, and you have to do it several times. Good God. It's another close call. Phew. Right. We've collected the collectibles. We've done that, so now we have to get off this island before we accidentally click on something we shouldn't, and build the 22 potions and buffs, and come back, apply them. Pretty much there then. This should change the music. It's a little bit more laid back. Get you in the groove for the last 5 minutes. As you can see, the online version does have animation of the settlers going to and from the storage here. You can see. You can actually turn them off if you've got an older PC and you're struggling with frame rates and things like that. You can turn animations off. Is he going to take the penalty? I think that's a case of Schrodinger's penalty. Will he take it? Has he taken it? Will he ever take it? We're never going to know. Right, that's done. We can double check. There we go. I'm experiencing some lag on my PC. Yeah, so we should be okay. So let's get back to the Adventure Island and get this done. So the next job is to clean out the vermin using what we've just created. As I say, you start and always use the poison and shovels first. Once they're used up, then you go back. Rats are easy to remember. Click on them, use the poison. And then this debris, we use a shovel to clear the debris. It's easy enough to remember. So there's the debris, shovel. Rats, poison. rats, poison, and debris. Shovel. Rats, poison, and debris. We use a shovel. Now this one only has worms, and that's the stinky potion, so we don't want to use that yet. Not until we've made sure we've cleared everything we can with the free stuff, which is the poison and the shovels. Here's the debris. There's a shovel. That's just worms, so we can't do. Here we go, rats. Get rid of that with the poison. Debris, shovels. And that should be that. Quick double check to make sure I've not missed anything. So there's the kits. Stinky. Decomposer, no shovels or poison in sight, so we're good to go. So we've cleared all the vermin, the quest is completed, we've avoided the fail conditions, so now we're going to build, reconstruct the kits. So again, as I emphasise every time, use the skill kit. Next one, the 2 noble residences. Next, the 2 taverns. One on the extreme left and one on the inside right. And then the 4 residences. Tick off the quest as complete and receive the final subquest. Even though it's marked in pink, that would have been very difficult to see without the Chrome extension. Okay, so return home. As you can see, we've got more explorers coming back, making those silly laughing noises as they do. So that's that done. One last trip to the island. Find the sticky fluid, apply. Done. And that is 3 storm recovery adventures done. No cock-ups, which is good. because that would have meant wasted grout. That's the rewards. Oh, that's nice. A free tome. One of my geologists has brought that in for me. It's very nice indeed. As you can see, pumpkins and other buffs and bits and bobs. Adventures. Right, so I'll just acknowledge that. That's just dealing with the messages on my... It extracts all the goodies and puts them in my inventory. So that's the adventure done. What I need to do now is send out the explorers that you've heard coming back. They need to go out. They're working 24/7 during this event. Each type of explorer can take a different length of time to do a certain type of treasure search. The treasure searches, the main difference is that the length of time they take. The longer the length of time, the more stuff that's brought back. Although it can turn out that sometimes it's better to send them out on a slightly shorter search, simply because by applying buffs to them you can make it so like this medium search here. Again, I'm suffering lag, but this medium search here, you can see it takes 2 hours to complete. The long one takes nearly 5, but it doesn't bring back twice as much. So actually this is the most efficient search for this type of explorer. This is something you just get used to. You can't really teach it as such, you just observe it. People tell you about it, you realise it, and then you change your habits. See, this one on a medium search takes 3 hours. On the long one, it's exactly double. So that isn't as bad as the other one. However, when you look at the rewards, you will find that you don't get twice as many rewards for a long search as compared to a medium search, even though it does take twice as long. The game in effect is rewarding those who send them out on these shorter medium searches because we're more involved in the game. We're here every 3 hours sending them out. That's kind of the theory behind it, I reckon. Obviously, when you work, you maybe have to send them out just on the very, very long one, like this one. Treasure search, prolonged. 22 hours that takes. So more than 7 times the amount of time that a medium search would take, and yet it doesn't bring you back anything like 7 times as much gear. So if you've got the time, usually you're best sending them out either on medium, sometimes long, sometimes medium's too short. Every 90 minutes you've got other things to do with your life. These are my geologists. They're not the same as explorers. These find minerals like coal, titanium, saltpetre on your island, which you can then build mines upon and mine and extract the minerals, so you can then use them in your production. So we've just sold something in the trade office. We'll see what it is. And yeah, we just got some fish, oil seed. We've not sold any of the big stuff. I'm trying to decide what to spend my pumpkins on. And I'm waiting for the island to respond. The gap in the music is due to lag. As you can see, more explorers coming back. And they're bringing pumpkins, so I may as well wait until these guys will come back. Check the messages. Put these into my inventory. And maybe I'll have even more pumpkins and be able to afford something even more expensive than I thought I could. May as well start sending these out again. During events, this is just a continuous ongoing event. Sending explorers out. As I've mentioned before on these videos, BB refused for 9 years to come up with a mechanism to make this quick and easy to do. So I have to click on them one at a time. And as you can see, well actually you can't. Right, that's it. The mouse pointer was just showing that it was hung there. Right, so... I usually try to do these offline because it is tedious to watch, just sending them out. Unfortunately, they're a key part of the game during an event, so I have to do them now. And we've sold something else in the trade office. I hope it's something decent, like gingerbread storage for 400 pumpkins. I bet it's just 50,000 fish. Alright, all the explorers seem to have been sent out again. So, let's see what the damage was. So, 10,000 pumpkins, that's odd. That's a lot, even for me. I must have sold something. Aha! Excellent, there's 2,000. Oh, that is good. So, I think that's the most pumpkins I've had so far. I'm not very good at saving them up. I like to spend them as they come along. So 10,000. We could have this one. A bewitching explorer. That's a very good one, actually. I don't need that geologist. Token mint's quite good, though. Capacious warehouse. I can always use those. Oh, treehouse, they're rubbish. So they want 9,799 pumpkins for this. Let me think. The token mint is definitely worth having. Bewitching explorer. The capacious warehouse. Let's have a quick look. I'm reasonably certain I've already. Here we go. Bewitching Explorer, I've already had one. 4,300. So it's 9,7 and 9,8. So it's 5,5. So I'm paying 5,500 pumpkins for the rest of that bundle. I know you can't see it on stream, but when you hear the break in the music, that's when my computer's freezing. There's a lag between my computer and Blue Byte servers. So the Bewitching Explorer's worth 4,300. The whole thing is 9,800. So, capacious warehouse, about 3,000 gems, and a token mint are very hard to get hold of, and they produce the tokens. You've just seen me do 3 adventures for a weekly challenge, and let me just show you that. Go over here. We'll look for the weekly challenge heading. Here we go. Weekly challenge. I've now completed that. There's those 3 adventures we've just done that you saw me do. And I've got 6 tokens. That's what those blue things are. 6 tokens. But by completing that, that's the last sub-quest of the whole weekly challenge, for which I now get 200,000 experience points and 14 more tokens. So those 3 adventures you saw me do effectively gave me 20 tokens. Now the token mint that you've just seen here in this bundle that token mint, under the right conditions, can give me about 45 tokens a week with no work. It'll just spit them out every 3.5 days, 22 of them. So it is actually worth having. But then on the other side of the coin, you can't trade the tokens. Let me have a look. Stupid lags. I'm frozen again. Here we go. Right, just need to have a quick look. I'll show you. See here, although they're sleeping, these token mints are working towards the next 3-day deadline, and I use this love tree buff. I use that one there. 1,000 output. That's what will happen. So if you look at them as they are, they only produce 1, and you have to use 224 oil to produce that one. So that's why it puts a lot of people off having them, because they see this calculation and think, well, that's not very good, because that oil is worth 25,000 gold coins for 1 token. However, as I say, that becomes 22 tokens when the love tree is active, etc., etc. So if I get that bundle there for 9,799 pumpkins, I'll get another one of these. But as you can see, I've got 6 already. That's bringing me in 120, 132 tokens. And there we go, screen frozen again. Essentially, this one here, you see, I can't level it up anymore. It's taken all the tokens that I can use. This one needs 53. So I'm bringing in 130 twice a week, so that's 260. This other one would add, so that would be 300 tokens a week. So I'd be able to do 6 this week and 6 the next. So within 2 weeks, all these floating residences will be upgraded. And then there aren't that many land-based buildings that seem to use them. This one does. That needs 65, but it's already at level 3. It taps out at level 4. I don't know if Blue Byte have any plans on producing other buildings or taking existing buildings and allowing them to be built up in any way. See, most of them require oil, not tokens. The land-based buildings, that is. So when you want to level them up, it's not tokens you need. So at first glance, the bundle seems tempting because the Bewitching Explorer, as I say, is one of the best in the game, and the token mint sounds good. But there is this one for, and I can afford it, Ghastly Halloween bundle. What's this one then? Training Grounds. Well, I produce soldiers pretty quickly and I have a big standing arm, so I don't really need that. Recycling Manufactory, that gives you coal for free. That's good. Gold and Treehouse, not really interested. Adventurous Explorer, one of the fastest in the game. They don't bring back a ton of stuff, but you can send them out and they'll come back every hour, really, when they're fully buffed. Lord Dracul is a waste of time, as is that. Premium Day, that's fine, but this is 10,000 pumpkins. I mean, 10,000 pumpkins could be worth, in the game, anything up to 10 million gold coins. And I've got a lot of the other stuff. I mean, I've got so much of that stuff already. So of that list, it's only the Adventurous Explorer that I'm excited about. So again, no, that's a no from me. I've just accidentally come on this one. Now this one is 1,899. Halloween Residence, that's not bad. That's worth 8,000 by itself. Laboratories, quite good to have, although I do have a lot of them. But Haunted Mansion, don't want that. Don't want the Bronze Miner, don't want a Treehouse. So I'll be paying 10,000 pumpkins for a laboratory basically. And I already have laboratories that I cannot fill with platinum ore. It's too rare in the game. I mean, these are all nice, but I've got loads of those as well. So, unfortunately, none of those. This one is the last one. A Ghost General and a Younger Gemini. Not bothered about the rest. So, Ghost General, I can get one now, 5,800 pumpkins. 7,000 for the other, so it's 12, less than 13,000. No, it's better off buying the individual ones rather than this pack. If at the end of the event I've got 17,000 pumpkins spare, then obviously, yeah, I might throw it at, at this bundle, but no, not that impressed with the bundles this year. Because to be fair, some of the good bundles I've already paid for with gems in the past. That's regular padlock on, I can have them more than once. So it's not that the adventure is bad, it's just that if you've played for a few years, you've kind of had a lot of the benefits. So this one, Bewitching Explorer for 3, that's 3,000 gems. That's 7 token. I mean, it's not that bad, to be honest. This one, tempting with the Bewitching Explorer, Capacious Warehouse. I spent a lot of gems on those in the past. I think that may be one that I'll go for, but perhaps not this time. Here's the two generals that I like the Ghost Generals, but a lot of people in my guild actually prefer the Younger Gemini, which I can understand. And these Chummy Geologists are pretty good, but you may have noticed I've already got quite a lot of them. I use them almost exclusively to get granite. So they bring back, here we go, chocolate covered arrows, pralines, drinking chocolate, but I already produced them. I'm a high level player. I've played it for several years. I've already bought the factories and the chocolatiers and things that make this anyway without having to find them. And although it returns this chocolate, it doesn't actually increase the size. It takes longer to find them, the higher level ones. but it doesn't add anything to the size. So it's okay for granite, for example. There's 8 granite deposits. I've got something like 25 granite mines working them, and they're always running out. So, I just send them out en masse. It really doesn't matter what the size of the deposit is they find, because they've got a brother geologist who's going to be along in an hour, finding more. I suppose I could get 2 of them. One of him. Okay, so I've gone for the Ghost General because I have something in mind. And it's padlocked now, so I've got them all. But I don't have enough left to get the younger Gemini, so okay, fair enough. I do have enough to get the scared one. Yeah, we'll get one of them. Ooh, only 325 pumpkins left. Let's hope we sell something else quite quickly. So if we go here to the Personnel tab on the star menu, we'll find somewhere down here, he's new, and a Ghost General somewhere up top. As you can see, they've got nothing. You see the little symbols, the icons there, as I move across these existing generals, that's showing what buffs they've got. This one, as you can see, there's no buffs. So we're going to have to apply that. So there's an existing Ghost General. So to be able to work on it, I need to get him on the island. So there, or her on the island. So that's that one. Okay, so I need to buff this one as well, but I've only got 10 codex and 13 tomes, so it's kind of an either or situation. Just have a look, see if I've got anything here. So I've got some manuscripts, 9 of them. I'm sorry, I'm just the game's freezing. Here we go. Now there's no codex or codices or tomes, so I'm kind of stuck with that. Right, so scared. These are the explorers I've already got. They're scared explorers. As you can see by the code, it says treasure LMV, which means I've buffed it for long, medium and very long searches. The reason for that is these are very slow. So here we go, application not responding, blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm reading out what you can't see. Here we go. Right. So really we just want to speed this chap up. Here we go. Incredibly fearful and startled by the faintest of noises, he takes 4 times as long to complete searches as our normal explorers, but on the plus side he'll bring back 4 times as much treasure. So let's see. Well, that's incredibly bad timing. We've now got a window cleaner outside cleaning the windows, so apologies if you hear any background noise. Yeah, this is the Scared Explorer. This is what they normally do. So if we look at a medium search, which is one we tend to, you see it's taking a day and 14 hours for that search. Even a short one, 19 hours. So what we want to do is try to speed up his searches. So we're going to do this one. We're going to apply buffs. So here we have nothing because you can't see it, but I'm clicking away and nothing's happening. Right, okay, so it's accepted one. See this 175, they're manuscripts. I'm applying on this row manuscripts, and by doing so you can see that it's reduced the search time for all treasure searches by 9%, and the pilgrimage one here by applying 3 more manuscripts. That's now reduced. You can't see, but it just says long searches. Now on the row above, lit up. Bloody things reset. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and at the moment we're a bit short. Ideally I'd like to get the sturdy shovel buff applied. 9, so I just need to waste 1, so apply that one. I need so many in the row below before I'm allowed to apply anything here, so this will give me 3% more. And I'm just clicking and nothing's happening again. It may reset. I may just have to do this without explaining so that I can get it done more quickly. Yep, it's reset. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll go okay with that. I'll take another 15% off if I can get to that level. 13, I need to waste 2 more, so I'll do the 2 there. 1, 2, 3. Click OK. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. He's not fully buffed, but it'll do for this adventure. So if I look now, the treasure. Right, 1 day, 1 hour for medium instead of 1 day 19. See the effect that it's had. So we'll send him on his way. So that's fine. And we have another general, the Ghost General. I'll just show you. These are the Ghost Generals that I've already got. There we go. These are already buffed. The code at the top tells me information about adventures and so on that they go on, that I've prepared them for, and here with nothing, this is the new one. And I want the new one to really be a copy of this one, so I can use it on raiding the raiders. But I've only got 7, so I can see from the amount of manuscripts, codices and tomes that I've got that I can't fully buff it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait. I'm not going to do it. A general that's got half the requisite books and stuff is no better than a general with no extra skills. So it's just a waste of the buff, so I may as well save them, and that Ghost General will probably be fully skilled after this event is over. Because if you look here, you can see that there's still another scared explorer that I can get, and a pirate explorer that I can also get. And they will want skilling, just as you've just seen me do with the scared one. And I don't even have enough codices, tomes and manuscripts to skill those two, let alone waste them on a ghost general that won't be finished until after the event. Right, I'm not sure how long we've been going. Well, the main thing I wanted to do was show you the challenge involved in solving the weekly challenge, doing 3 adventures one after another. And to be fair, the storm recovery ones are relatively easy. It's tricky, it's easy to fail them, as you saw. I nearly did it more than once. But some of the adventures that you're required to do, they actually take a lot more effort. So I kind of got lucky with that one. This is part of the next weekly adventure. You can see it here. Weekly challenge. Resource delivery, first recruitment. Equip everybody in the ship with the right items. This is what we're going to do now. Again, busy work. Kind of simple to do. Not much of a challenge. Particularly higher level players. We can build all the stuff we need ahead of time. Same again, happened 3 times. And the third last time. Okay, well, I'm happy with that for this session, so I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching. I will upload this onto YouTube and it will be available from tomorrow after the 24-hour embargo. So if you are watching this on replay on YouTube, please help me in the channel, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel, please. And if possible, leave a comment, hopefully a nice one, but a comment nonetheless. If there's some way in which we can improve or something you would like to see, please leave a comment, let us know, and we'll do our best to oblige. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.